Are you awake now? It took you a while to wake up. I didn't think I hit you that hard. Apologies if I seemed a bit excessive, but we don't see humans around here often. When humans do show up, it's usually for nefarious purposes. We just want to be sure that you're not here to do anything bad. Understood? The border between our countries is closed. We don't like visitors. If we do have visitors, you need to be invited. I didn't see any invitation on you. Why were you trying to cross the border? Answer honestly. Maybe you'll make it out of here alive if you answer every question to my liking. What is your name? What a human name. How old are you? I can't tell. Humans age differently than elves. Do you know why the border is closed? You humans have a disease running through your group, and we'd very much like to stay where you are. We have our own troubles with diseases. We've taken care of it. You're not sick, are you? We can't help you even if you're ill. We only have elven medicine. We don't make things for others. Goodness. Although you made it quite far into elven country before you were captured, how did you manage to even cross the border? Did an elf help you? You can talk to me. Although you don't have an option, you must talk to me. You either talk to me, or you talk to no one. And if you don't talk, then we'll have to eradicate you. We don't send people back. You either remain imprisoned, or you die. We're very strict. What is your name? Right, that human name. Now that name does sound familiar. Why does it sound familiar though? If I met one of your relatives. Or maybe I remember the name because you're wanted for something. Did I read it on a wanted poster somewhere? Do you have any weapons? Do you have any money? Do you have any expensive jewelry? Do you have any magical items with you? Do you understand how much you're in trouble right now? You should have been killed on sight. But we've had a lot of incidents of humans attempting to cross the border recently, and we wanted to see if there's a reason for that. Did anyone else cross with you? Any friends, family, acquaintances, criminals, people who want to steal our secrets and take it to you humans? My people didn't get to where they are in this world by sharing. We like to keep things to ourselves. Do you know what this stone is? It used to be a human, or part of a human. We have an interesting way of removing bodies around here. When an elf dies, they're cremated and their ashes are placed back into the earth to help things grow. Humans, however, are seen as a pollutant. We don't want your bodies feeding back into the soil. Instead of burning you or letting you decompose, we solidify the remains. Some people claim these stones have magical properties, though I've never witnessed any magic happening from them myself, and I don't see why they would have any type of power since it came from a human. Still, I thought it would be nice to bring these and show you what might happen to you. Children like to play with these stones. They have little games that they made up. I suppose my nieces and nephews could use a few more stones to play with, so if you don't cooperate, that's where you'll end up. It's a children's toy. But you don't have to end up this way, at least not soon. You could wait till you die of old age. That's only if you cooperate. My people are looking for some assistance. We would like some contacts among the humans. And, well, the elves don't really want to go over to the human side themselves, so it might be better to have a human go for us. Do you understand what I'm asking? I suppose I could describe it as being a spy. All you have to do is go back to the humans and report what you see. We will send you things to investigate. You will do so and send us back what you find. If you do well, we won't end your life, and you might get rewarded with some magic and shiny objects. Humans are drawn to shiny objects. Easy enough. Just do as you're told and you'll be fine. Before we get serious, I have a few things to check out. After all, we don't want you to betray us or think you can just leave and try to sneak back in and get away from us. You can't do that. I'll make sure of it. I'm going to cast a spell on you. Maybe a few other spells if I'm feeling like it. It's a simple spell. Simple for an elf. It's a binding spell. It will bind you to us. You won't be able to betray us. You won't be able to say what happened to you or explain what you're doing to anyone other than an elf. And even then, it can only be an elf of a certain ranking. This spell will affect your free will, but you aren't using that much anyway. It's better. You'll be serving a higher purpose. This might sting a little bit, so I'm going to tie you down so you don't flinch too much. Try to lift your arms up. Perfect. You're seated. Excellent. Since we're going to be working together, we might as well get to know each other. I don't mean that you get to know me. I mean you're going to tell me things about yourself. Why don't you just tell me everything? got your name, your age. How about, what kind of skills do you have? What sort of job did you work? If you worked one at all? That's what you do? A boring job. Humans are so strange. They always ask, what do you do for a living? But based on the answers they give, I really wonder if humans are living at all. Just so much nothingness in their life. At least you'll be doing something useful. Do you have any siblings? Are you close with your family? What about friends? Do you have any friends? Would anyone in your life notice you acting unusual? Maybe a change in routine? Do you have a favorite color? Do you have a favorite food? What a favorite story. What's the worst thing you've ever done in your life? It's an awful thing to do. What's the kindest thing you've ever done in your life? Do you have a good memory or a bad memory? Are you an honest person or a dishonest person? Do you know why I'm asking you these questions? Do you know the real reason I'm asking you these questions? Well, the real reason is you're not going to remember any of these answers. You may recall that I mentioned that the spell I'm going to cast can affect your free will. Part of the reason it will affect it is because it's going to erase your memories, your personality. You're going to be a bit of a vessel or a puppet. Well, we can't fully control you if you get too far away, but once we erase the humanity out of you and replace it with some basic commands, it should work just fine. We'll send you commands and you can do what you need to. Still, we'll be watching in case there's any hiccups in the spell and you temporarily remember a few things. We can always end your life. That's the one part you're going to remember. Just know that you do as you're told, or else it's over for you. Let's see, where's the best spot to place this? The spell involves placing an emblem on the skin. Just need to find a good spot for it. I usually like to put it near the head or the face. That way the spell can bleed into the brain. Right. Maybe down here. The spell will be invisible to the human eye. Maybe inside the mouth. I could hide it by the tongue. That would be painful. Maybe by the eyes. Maybe on the eyes. Maybe by the forehead. Do you have any tattoos? This will be similar to a tattoo, just a lot more painful. Maybe on the cheek or forehead. Maybe by the mouth. We could put it maybe on the chin, just below one of the eyes, or on the side of the head. Maybe right at the top. Maybe by the neck. Open your mouth. Open, open, open. Under the tongue, maybe underneath the top of the mouth. That's a possibility. Inside the mouth might be nice. Way even an elf wouldn't recognize what you were right away. You could just be my little secret. Let's go in the mouth. I think that's going to be fun. Maybe right on the tongue. That way when you talk, you'll feel it. Oh, yes, this marking doesn't necessarily heal. You will be feeling it permanently. It just serves as a little reminder. Open that mouth of yours. Open it again. Open it again. Little human. Go. This might burn a little bit. Perfect. We'll let that marking simmer for a bit. Once it's fully ready, the magic will be released and you'll start to lose parts of yourself. Over the next few days, you'll forget. But don't worry, I'll be here to help you remember the new things about yourself. I'm quite excited to be working with you. I didn't think I'd ever be excited to work with a human, but I suppose I can work with one if they're under my command. You can stay here until you're ready. I'll be back to give you instructions and whatnot. Until then, you can try to relax all that burn on your tongue ingrains itself fully. Try not to be a nuisance while you're here. I don't really need you that much, so if you do become a problem, I can always end you early. But until then, I will attempt to look forward to working with you. That's enough for today. I'll be back later. Goodbye, human.